Hello everybody, Saigan here. Welcome to the Banner Saga Let's Play. I will be your host. This is going to be a primarily streamed Let's Play. You can check out my Twitch channel. I'm at /saigancat on there. I'm also at /saigancat on YouTube in case you happen to miss any streams that I do. I will be putting these all up on YouTube as well. A little bit about the game. This was a game that actually, it's been out for a while in free multiplayer mode. It was made by a bunch of ex-BioWare employees. BioWare is, of course, well known these days for games such as Mass Effect and Dragon Age, but in the past they'd also released such gems like Knights of the Old Republic and Neverwinter. Knights of the Old Republic and Neverwinter I was a big fan of. Not really a big fan of the new ones, Dragon Age and Mass Effect. But this one looks really cool. It looks heavily inspired by games like Tactics Ogre, Disgaea, other isometric turn-based strategy RPGs. But it's also got the BioWare aspect of choice. There's going to be a lot of conversations that change how the story goes and change which characters you may or may not get access to. So we're going to check the options real quick. We're going to see if... Oh, that just mutes. Oh, no, we don't have an option for subtitles. Well, that's a shame. Okay. I already started the game, but the sound effects and everything were a little bit low, so they should be recording better now. We're going to go ahead and start this over. Yes, restart the Banner Saga. I only did the tutorial. The story in Banner Saga changes based on choices that you make. You'll occasionally switch between lead characters, witnessing the story unfold from different perspectives. Curious to know how others might be playing this compared to myself. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped. The sun. Stoic Games presents The Banner Saga.
Að sjá dreggjan á ferli neðanvor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Looks like a party. Somebody invited the giants.
Hverfið á braut! Engan eigi ég hlut að máli þessu!
You seem upset. Okay, so you can click and drag around the screen, at least on the PC version. I know this is also out on the Xbox 360, and I'm pretty sure it's also out on the PS3. So I don't know what those controls are, but PC, you just click and drag to move the screen around. There's a little help button thing here if you want to fill up your screen with tons and tons of information. Portrait show initiative. During normal combat, regardless of how initiative gets set up, it will always be one side and then the other. So even if you're outnumbered, your enemy will never get to take 2 turns in a row except for pillage mode, and we'll cover that later on. So it's our turn to act because we are in blue. We're going to click on this awesome guy here. Blue tiles show where he can move. Yellow tiles show where he can move with willpower. Willpower is this thing over here. I have 5 of it. Willpower lets your guys do more damage and move further. They can only spend as much as their exertion allows, so he can only spend 1 point of willpower currently. And that willpower is limited per fight. They will not get that back during the fight. So over the course of the fight, we can do any combination of 5 extra spaces or 5 extra points of damage. Also note, Varls take up 4 squares as opposed to the tiny humans, the puny humans, who only take up 1 square. Now, because I don't believe this will actually take up any... Nope, did not require willpower because it was still within his normal movement range. Alright, so we click on him to target him. And all characters have 2 stats. They have strength and armor. This guy's got an armor of 4, armor being in blue, strength of 5 being in red. We can attack his armor to do 2 damage to it, and what doing damage to the armor means is that future attacks will do more damage to their strength. Attacking their strength affects not only how much damage they do, but strength is also their health. So by attacking armor, we could make him make it easier to kill him faster later. But if you'll see here, we can already do 5 points of damage. So let's just freaking kill him. Oh my god! Oh my god! Tutorial! I got ahead of the tutorial. This right here, this little star, is your willpower. You could spend an extra point of willpower here if we wanted to do 6 damage, but there's no need. So let's just kill him. Hooah! Take that. This game is beautifully animated. Renown can be used to improve your characters, so it seems to be some kind of like group XP. Taking an action ends your turn. Next up, the enemy gets to go. Looks like the chieftain's going to be going, this guy here. He's got the little circle showing. Gonna move over to our shield banger. And he attacked our strength points, but my shield banger has high armor, so he only took 1 point of strength. The Warhawk is out of range, but he has 2 exertion, and we can spend as much as 2 willpower this turn to get him to move into range of these other enemies. So we're going to move him forward. It shows right here the 2 stars that we're going to be using our willpower to move. And he also has a special ability. Instead of just normally attacking or ending the turn, he's got this Tempest ability, which swings him around in a circle and hits everything around him. So we're going to go ahead and target these guys. Wham! Special abilities do use willpower, so keep that in mind. So apparently, I guess that willpower is not on a turn-to-turn basis, or a it's not a combination of move and attack. You can use it separately between them. Okay, so now that there's only 1 enemy left, we're in pillage mode. In pillage mode, it no longer cares about letting their last guy go in between all of your folks. the battle is pretty much over and he's kind of screwed. He is resting to gain back a willpower point. We can attack him for 8 damage. He still has 9 strength, but what we can do is we can click on that star, use some willpower, and finish him off. The foe's lying dead at your feet. Ah, it moved too fast. And we got some more renown for being victorious.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I am in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
And now we're on to the first chapter. Tutorial is done. So this is like our little event thing that lets us know when things are happening. As we are leaving, we're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with us. He cuts straight to the chase. And now we get a little conversation thing, which you've probably seen plenty of times before if you played a BioWare game. Talking to Eirik, Steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. Just here for the tithe, and what do you want? I'm going to be a nice and polite Varl, I guess. This guy hasn't given me any reason not to be. Governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. That's true. Seems a bit chaotic around here. What did you have in mind? And I didn't exactly agree. Well, what did you have in mind? Scalfings that we didn't hack up in the Great Hall have scattered after we took out their chieftain. Governor wants to make sure that they stay down, hoping we'd join him at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone else to worry about, he can tell us who. Alright, so we can go down here to the docks. Is there anywhere else we can click? This is as far as I played before I made some volume adjustments earlier. Can go to the docks. Renown? Renown do anything? No? No? We have great morale. Good to know that that's a concern. 100 days worth of supplies. And we are currently 0 days into the game. We have options. We can close this if we want. Doesn't look like there's much to do right now aside going and checking out that... That's the market. I suppose we can check out the market. We will tackle that next time. For those who are watching the stream, just going to take a short break here for those watching on YouTube. Thanks for watching. This is the Banner Saga Let's Play. Next time we'll be stepping into the first chapter. And if you don't want to miss it, hit the subscribe and like button if you like what I do. And I will see you guys next time.